Hello and welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Bob and this is the 37th session of the Shadow Kingdom Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition campaign. I'm joined here with Austin as Mary, Ryan as Mother June, Adam as Dr. Von Richter, and Nick as Maribel. Just a quick announcement before we hop into it. We are going to be moving over to Jade Kind Gaming's Prevents the Observatory, which is a hecking mouthful, by episode 40 or so.
40.
So, on 40, okay, from the admin person who handles the account, it will be on 40, so make sure that you're subscribed over there. Do we have a couple?
It's linked below. You can go subscribe there so you're ready before we move.
What you do is you exile this video and just subscribe over there and try to catch up. Right?
You can watch this video and also click there.
Oh, right. New tab. New tab. New tab. Unless you're already subscribed, in which case you're good.
You're good.
No clicking.
Thank you. And also, yeah, thank you.
It's kind of like if you hear like twice, just hit it the one time.
Or do whatever the new UI wants you to do.
Yeah.
There's a couple videos over there already at this point?
Yeah, we've started putting up hero quests already.
Okay, so there's something to entertain you over there as well.
You gotta check for traps. That's just what needs to be done.
Yeah. Secret doors.
Secret doors.
Secret tunnel.
And traps. You need both.
Alrighty, so where we left off, those two had just hopped down into the sewers, but we have a couple people who haven't had their day yet, so we're gonna go swing on over to them. So, Mother June, we'll start with you. What you doing today?
Oh, well, I need to go ahead and get myself over to the church because it is church day.
Oh, right, it is church day, which means I get to roll for, you have to roll for your sermon.
Yes.
Any particular topic you're focusing on, or you just...
Yes, well, I want to actually talk to the congregation while they're here. And,
okay, we're repeating a little bit then. Go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, just like,
you're, oh, no, you're still in, you're just chopping your head.
And it's just like, it's wonderful to see my children here on this blessed day. How is everyone doing? And whatever response.
Woo!
And it's just like,
not bad. I think my foot's infected.
We'll get somebody to look into it. And it's like, I would like to thank everybody who participated in the potluck. Make sure to give your love and appreciation to them, as they brought something here for people to have. But there is something that I would like to discuss. Something most dreadful. And I've been informed, gesturing to some of the members of the congregation who come from the poorer area.
Yeah, there's still some slums attendees.
Yeah.
They're dressed up like it. They cleaned up in their nicest clothes. It is clearly them trying to hold on to every scrap of dignity they have left. Like they show up. Their clothes is clean but old, maybe a little ratted but prepared, kind of thing.
And it's like, I've been informed by some members of the congregation that we have some nefarious individual in our midst who is currently trying to entice people into signing contracts with demonic forces.
What?
And
We're discussing you. Quit reading.
And it's like, and I would like just to inform everybody that you should keep an eye out in case any of these people happen to make their way around here. Because something that I want you to know is that when somebody has made a compact with a demon, devil, whatever you have it, that their soul is taken out of the great cycle of death and rebirth and set to the task of being enslaved to whatever being took them out. So it gives people not a second chance in order to redeem themselves in their next life, since they'll be playing to their tune. Now,
That's a gross representation of my entire career choice.
Gross because of the honesty, or
Because that's not what it is. I mean, for most people, that's what it is. But I'm different. I'm special. So it won't happen to me.
but most importantly, you're not there.
so I got to tell you, in my recent prayers, I've been feeling sort of a heat on my skin. It's like I can actually sense the wrath of Renette when she sees what's happening in our nearby area. So this is just but one example. We have a follower of a demon trying to steal people's souls, but there's more than that going on here. We've got what's happening over in our poor districts, of the people being squashed and oppressed by the false charity that's happening over at the soup kitchen. We've even got people who are kidnapping and imprisoning people and having them fight blood sport in a different place. So there are many terrible things, and I know that I have some of you who are willing to help me deal with some of this, because we need to clean this place up. And it's like, in order to make changes, we're going to have to become stronger. Because in order to really enforce what's best for everyone, we'll need to have the arm in order to do so. I know that some of my brothers, gesturing to people like Roy, he's like, would be willing to back me up on this. And I think if you have anything that you see that might be a bit off, or anything that you think we could do better, go ahead and let me know. And if you have any trouble, go ahead and come to me, because Mother knows best.
Okay.
And the topic of the sermon will be centered around increasing fervor.
Rile them up.
Yeah. It's like basically you're telling them it's important to proselytize.
Yeah.
Is what you're trying to encourage. Okay. Go ahead and do a perform check, I believe.
Yeah. It's performance.
And did you spell this one, or?
Yeah, I'm going to be using my enhance ability on it.
Okay.
17, not too bad. So that'd be 28.
28.
That easily makes my DC.
Yeah.
And so
Are you doing the DC for the auto conversion, or?
yeah, that's
because they're already.
Oh,
You're
okay.
literally preaching to the choir.
Okay.
Then you're preaching to the conversion.
The congregation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then just that for the performance then.
That's a great magic card.
I imagine that I've gotten to kind of get a feel for and know the most of the members of the congregation. Maybe not the newest members, but would I be able to kind of parse who I would think would be like the most fervent members of the church? I mean, besides like Fleetfoot.
You can do an insight check. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you interacted with all of them individually enough, so this is going to be your general ability to have read those you've met and recall it with the numbers.
Okay. I get a 12.
Okay. You have maybe two besides your own cleric who I'm not going to counting that in the number. So you have like 2 or 3 of them who are, Agatha Hawthorne. She's one of the more fervent worshippers. Abbott is. With the rest of them, you've spent some time with them, but you haven't. You realize that you've been mainly spending time with them, answering questions more so than gauging their understanding of the subject matter, so to speak.
Okay.
But
I'll have to
Abbott and Agatha are the 2 that you go, okay, I know that they're quite into what we're doing.
Is Abbott working, or is he here?
Abbott, I believe, is helping Steve with
Quarry stuff. Okay. That's fine. Abbott...
I mean...
Gets private servants.
Yeah, he probably would be here if he didn't have anything better to do with his day, which, usually he takes us for his lunch break that he takes on Saturdays kind of thing. But, yeah, right now Steve is being a bit of a taskmaster, so they're both actually still looking into the quarry. But Agatha is there.
Okay, then when we have the after-sermon meal, I'm going to go ahead and try to talk to her privately and ask her to stay after.
She's perfectly willing to stay after and speak with you.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and move over to Dr. Richter. What are you doing with your day now that you don't have a corpse to work on?
I don't know. What do I do when I don't have a corpse to work on? I did that for so long that I forgot what else I was like, I might have been developing character beyond that. No. It was definitely stare at corpse all day.
You have free time. The world is your undead oyster.
Delicious. Is there a library? Do we find that? Have we been to one?
You haven't been to one.
I know there was,
but there is a fairly large one. You, who have traveled around the most and done that, are aware that there is one in the Academy District, right out where the college is and the university.
Okay.
So do you remember you going out there to look for
books? Yeah. And I think you found Doomsdayer.
Yeah, Doomsdayer's book.
I have Doomsdayer's book.
Yeah.
I think I bought the messed up one.
Yeah. That has been gestured, let's say.
Yeah.
There's doodles.
Yeah. Because I don't really care. when some actual student ended up having to put up with that. I'm sure they'd be so disappointed.
I mean, yeah, there's nowhere to doodle. That's the worst part when you get a pre-scuffed book. It's like, I wanted to draw stupid crap there. How dare you? But yeah, there is a library at the university. You're not sure what's required to get in there, if there's like a membership fees or anything like that, but you know that there is one there.
Well, I might as well go inquire about what's required.
Okay. Are you taking the carriage?
No, I will go by foot.
Okay.
I have nothing pressing.
Okay, something vest in a ladder, so everyone just lets you through. That's pretty standard.
Yeah, because no one stops the guy with the ladder.
Yeah, vest in a ladder. You just walk through.
You're there for a purpose.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Now I'm just thinking of Greasy.
Hey,
I didn't even know that.
I'm a maintenance man.
Where are you going?
Library.
Okay.
At the university.
Which it's going to take you a couple hours to meander over there. Badger with you or not? You've been leaving him at home a lot, and it's not like...
I mean, present, I can A-space him when I get there, so...
That's true.
Yeah.
You could A-space him and just leave him in the Pokeball.
Yeah. I'll leave him out while I'm actually walking.
Okay. So yeah, whilst you're walking, he tends to just kind of hang out on your shoulder, like like a cat scarf, but you know, badger scarf instead.
Yep.
And it looks relatively strange on your relatively kind of.
I mean, badgers are big.
frame.
It's
yeah.
He's like probably on. It's a more of a piggyback. I mean, badgers are decent.
Yeah.
Chunky boys. But yeah, no.
It's probably about.
I don't care what people think.
Yeah, it's like over a shoulder. It's about a 25-pound animal, as I recall. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. I can look it up. Badger. Mushroom.
American or European?
Badgers are tiny. The creature size is tiny.
Yes. That I know.
Which is honey.
Honey badgers, 20 to 35 pounds.
Yeah, about 25 pounds.
American badgers are smaller.
Now I have to go to my other thing. There it is. Excellent. Okay, so you're going to be talking to Agatha about? It would be after your spell has lapsed because your sermons are about an hour. Just
Okay. Quick question before that. Should I roll for donations to see what?
Oh, I already did. You got
Oh, okay.
39 gold in donations.
Wunderbar.
Because your congregation is growing, and as such, so is your donations, plus you rolled quite high, so you got an extra d12.
Great. Yeah, I asked her to stay and Fleetfoot to remain as well.
Okay.
And so what I want to talk to her about is I'm going to tell her about what me and Fleetfoot have been working on, is the baptism ritual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's just like, so me and him have been working on it, and he's like, we think we got a good foundation, but it could use a bit of refining. But we're kind of on the path to make it to where members of the church can come in, take the ritual, and become one of the reborn.
So, are you putting it as a thing that everyone goes through, or something that when you're trying to cleanse yourself of, like, you're trying to do some sort of ceremony to signify your intention of change?
Yeah.
So, like, people join the church, are they going to be baptized, or is it people who are trying to repent? Is it like going to confession, or is it like your first communion kind of thing? Like, is it similar to them going to confession to wash off sins, or is it?
It'd be more similar to whatever like a communion or.
So it's like a big public ceremony, not a private.
Yeah, and say it's going to be something to where they're essentially becoming like a fully fledged member of Renette's family type of ritual. And it's like, this is kind of whatever your step into actual adulthood.
So based on Christian baptism,
Yeah.
which would be you're generally doing it once during the faith, but it's not when you join, it's once you've been a member of it for a period of time and you're signifying that you're taking it seriously.
Right.
Oh. I don't know. I've been to church once and it was a wedding. No, wait, twice. I went to a Catholic wedding and a Protestant wedding.
You know, if ever you want to go to church and see what it's about, you're invited.
I have much better things to do with my Sundays.
That's fine.
But yeah,
As long as you know you're invited.
say I'll come up with like an actual like purification ritual for something for babies or people wanting to cleanse themselves of.
Don't you already have that one?
Yeah, so
yeah,
are you doing
I do have a washing.
But you're not. Are you adding original sin to the thing, or
No.
are you just doing it like this is a large church-based cleansing, much like the cleansing ritual you already have, but this one is much larger and more of a I intend to stand behind the church.
Yeah, this is going to be essentially like your self-dedication to the church type of
Okay.
transformation. Yeah, so that's what the intention of the ritual is essentially reborn into your new life as a fully
Separate
dedicated,
wheat from the chaff of those casual church
Those
followers
filthy casuals.
versus the hardcore.
yeah, and it's just like, so we've got our kind of the core of the institution, and then we've got people that we're bringing in and testing them and figuring out how much they want to actually be a part of the church.
And I'm just thinking, you're silently judging everyone. It's like, I would like to do my baptism. Renette doesn't love you. We've seen what you do. She doesn't love you. You don't get to be baptized. Just being the arbiter of no.
Yeah, no, I'm building my tiers.
Mm-hmm. Gotta stratify.
Okay.
And it's like the people that I can really trust in the church.
Okay, she's all for it and is wondering if...
Oh, I wanted to tell you about it because I wanted you to be the first person, well, you and Abbott, the first people to offer it to.
she's very excited. She loves this idea. When?
It's like, well, say we can do what we've got right now. And he's like, it might have a little bit of changes. We kind of figure it out, but
Agatha just kind of goes, I kind of like my family to be there. Can we do it next week?
sure,
Excellent.
yeah. And it's like, we can do that.
She's like, if we're making a big deal out of it, let's make a big deal out of
Yeah. And it's like, that sounds great to me.
it. Okay.
Sounds like next week there are people in the audience that you can convert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how this works. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah. And it's like, well, she joined, and she's been happy, and I'm here to make people happy.
Yeah, she rolled a 1 trying to resist. And you have done absolutely nothing to make her regret this decision yet. So, yeah. Because, I mean, it's not a permanent thing. If you mess up, you can break their faith, as it were.
Yeah.
Like when you scared those poor slums people.
Now we must murder! Murder! Oh, did I forget to mention murder the evil guy that's been tormenting you?
Like,
I forgot to mention that evil guy that's been tormenting you.
Did I mention murder your doubts and become your truest self?
For a minute there, we were worried we joined a cult.
Yeah, no, I was caught off guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I was confused. I think that was just a miscommunication between us of what was going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, no, as I'm sitting here thinking, Ryan has forgotten to mention the subject of his thing, and he does not realize.
Yeah, that does happen from time to time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move forward. Do you have Huxley? Huckleberry?
Huxley.
Huxley. Whatever the
No,
name.
Huxley is at home. I was doing reconnaissance and this today.
Okay, so you and Maribel and Mary, hop down into the sewers.
Into the sewers.
Into the sewers. And just to reiterate, once again, what are you guys looking for?
We are trying to trace from this point in the direction of the Bounce Blades basement.
Okay, you've been down here a fair bit, so if you wanted to assist, I assume Mary's the one who's rolling the survival check,
Yes.
like Maribel is.
Well, Mary definitely is.
I assume Maribel is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you've been
will
here-
assist.
You've been here enough to assist, so you can go ahead and roll with advantage without burning a spell slot.
Okay. 16. 14. 24.
24. Okay. It's taking you a little while, and about an hour or so into it, I'm going to need you both to roll perception checks.
Had I rolled a 20, I still wouldn't have gotten that high on this survival check.
Yes,
Oh.
but I make crits for skill checks actually mean something, so you probably still.
Bam.
Natural
Like
20.
that?
2 natural 20s.
Okay.
Wait, you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as
Granted,
you,
mine's 28, yours is 22.
Yes,
as
that's
you
true.
guys are moving along,
Yeah, I got a 22.
We are hyper vigilant.
Apparently.
as you guys are moving along, and planning that, you are recounting your horrible encounter
Troglodytes.
with the troglodytes. These guys, yes? Excellent. And you both...
There is also like tiles down there of sewers if you'd rather lay it out that way.
Man, I have
It's up
not
to you.
looked through any of your things.
Okay, then just draw it.
Yeah.
But at some point, that might be someone worth looking through. Because those are easy to throw out.
Yeah, I just don't know any of them or what
Yeah.
they have available.
But I meant to say that at one point, I didn't remember until you throw this out. I was like, oh, I was going to talk to him about that.
Rude. Okay. There was a ruler over here, wasn't there? No, it's over there.
Yes. Okay. So it's probably on this one above this, the red thing.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
Yes, this
Okay.
will work perfectly. I just need straight lines
Yep.
because squiggly lines.
I'm like,
bother me.
it got moved for another game.
I appreciate that. Okay. This one's dead. You should throw it out. I went to draw and it went no. These are purple sewers.
Ooh.
Oh, guy just immediately missed. I swear to God. I swear to God. You
Don't
know
worry.
what? We're making them ugly.
Don't worry, no one has to see.
We're
And that's
making
anything
them
exciting.
ugly. No. We definitely have to show it now that it's messed up.
Okay. Well,
Once
you'll have
I've
to
made
hang
a
the
terrible
camera
mistake,
there.
you all have to see it. Otherwise, it's not fun. We got to make sure this is fun for me. Boop, 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 boop. So in the middle here, we use yellow for it. So the yellow tiles are water.
Yellow tires or water?
Yes, this is like water, sludge, funk, that kind of stuff. And as you guys are traveling along, down, what is your marching order? And let's see here. I think...
Well, I presume she's somewhere on the
Next one to the
walkways.
right has people.
What are you talking about? These are people. Look at them. They're so small. You're
A goblin and a grung.
You're the bone skull dude. You're the
Goblin.
weird dude.
Grung.
And I need...
Hey, it has little ears. I'm fine with it.
I mean, there is a Harrington in there, but
And hey, disguise so well. I could be a frog person if I wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know where any of your stuff is. So I'm just
one box to the right.
unfortunate. So, are you walking in the water?
He's
No,
I'm
you're
flying.
flying. You're flying. I forgot that you can do that. Okay.
Specifically, I'm flying up near as close to the ceiling as I can get.
So as
To
you're
stay away
going
from
through, both of you notice that there's a little opening on either side of there, and out of it, two these large, fleshy masses that are moving through. I know I picked the poo ones, but they look like just skin boiling, like there's faces and patches and disgusting pieces of skin and flesh that seem to be moving in like a gluttonous mob. And you watch as this relatively, I mean, it's bigger than you, either of you, squeezes through this little 1-inch opening in the wall to out. So, for you, the ceilings in this place are about 10 feet. Just so you know. The ceiling's at 10 feet, so that's where you're floating at. So, you guys can go ahead and roll initiative. Yes?
13.
13?
7, 11.
11. Okay, so we've got Vic at 13. We've got
11.
11. Okay. Oh, what's your dex? Mod?
Plus
5?
5, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're definitely going first. We've got the Bad Boys at also 13. But they go next. And you are at 7? 11?
11.
And we've got Nick at 11. Because I'm not putting M and M and M. Okay.
He's ME, he's MA to me.
So, these abominations of flesh come spilling out. What you gonna do?
And they're how big?
They're medium-sized creatures.
So unless they've got reach, they wouldn't be able to reach me where I am.
Not necessarily.
Like if I was here, could they meet me? Assuming they didn't have super long arms?
You're still within 5 foot of them because it's only a 10-foot ceiling.
Oh, yeah,
so
so,
you're-
I'm just diagonal.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're diagonally up.
You know what's fun about warlocks?
Eldritch Blast?
Eldritch Blast.
No, you've only got one spell slot, so it doesn't matter. There's no reason to cast a low-level spell. They're all the same.
Yeah, they're all max level.
They're all the same. Anyway, Fireball.
Okay.
Well, that's true. What down here, does this place look like it would catch into enormous amounts of fire?
No, it's relatively damp. There's not a whole lot of burnable detritus, and what there is wet.
Because I'm like, I could use burning hands. That would hit them both. But I mean, why?
So would Fireball.
So would Fireball.
And it's just straight up more Ds.
So you cast Fireball.
Yeah, so like somewhere out here, right? It's what, 20 foot? So 20, yeah, like right there.
Okay.
Just in case there's anybody back there who's hiding.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage.
But yeah, we're gonna roast them.
And what's your DC for your save?
16.
16. Okay.
Bam, 30 damage.
30 damage. So as the fireball, and this one just roasts away into nothing.
Just yes.
Just
just that look of utter contentment.
You've been sitting on that fireball for weeks.
so it is. Are you staying there? You have
Yeah.
a bonus action. Okay. So
Yeah, I can't use any. I don't have anything to do with my bonus actions.
okay, you have bonus action and movement. So anything you want to do.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. So as you have moved back,
You've got this. I believe in you.
doof, and it's going to start swinging at Maribel. So as it comes out, it goes and attempts to slam upon you. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it means.
Oh, okay.
That would have missed me. Good thing I'm safely back here, though.
Yes.
Alright, you take 7 bludgeoning damage, and you need a strength save.
Save?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
13.
13, okay. As it comes and hits you, it tries to pull you in, and you just back out of it. So it's going to hit you again.
Ooh, 2 attacks.
7, 12 misses.
Misses.
So its second hit just in whiffs. It is now your turn.
I'll bonk it on the head with a mace.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
6. For 3 damage.
Okay. It is still standing. We are back to your turn.
I will hop back.
Okay, with your bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
My herring gun hop.
Is it 15 feet or 10?
5 times proficiency bonus.
Okay, wow.
15 now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mary, it's your turn.
So I feel like it'd be easier to hit it than to miss. But then again, I'd have to roll that dice as opposed to make a save, which does not involve me rolling a dice.
Mm-hmm.
Tragedies. Eldritch Blast. Yeah, 11.
11 misses, so you line up and it
Whiff.
just whiffs right away. Okay.
When does Eldritch Blast get the second blast?
I think.
Oh, right, 2
5.
beams. It's 2 beams.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was 5 that they get.
I thought it was just
5,
extra
11,
dice.
17.
Nope.
Yeah, so you get another attack roll.
Neato. Hey, there you go, 27.
Alright, roll damage.
7.
7 damage. You hit it, and it's still up, but it is hurt. 5, 10, 15. 12 misses, and a 20. That is.
Yeah.
Alright, you take 5 damage, and
11 for strength.
okay, as it hits you, it grapples and enfolds you in its side of its body. So you are
Fireball.
blinded and unable to breathe. Okay. Okay, so it is your turn. You're currently blinded, can't breathe, and are engulfed inside of a disgusting fleshy mass.
Can I take an athletics to get out?
It is a strength check. Strength saving throw to get out. No, wait, it would be you could do an athletics or acrobatics, so just use that same number of athletics or acrobatics, because it is escaping a grapple.
11.
11 versus... Yep, you do not make it.
Did you add a tablet to your setup since...
Yes.
Okay, I was like, you're looking at another screen!
I got a tablet, and then I bought all of the books on D&D Beyond, which cost me a lot of money.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah, it makes life a heck of a lot easier for searching things out, like monsters, because you can
It's like,
put, I went from this
I feel
CR to this
satisfied with
CR.
my D&D Beyond purchases. They're super useful.
Yeah, I've added that. So, yep, you did not manage to escape.
Womp womp.
So you are stuck there. Mary, it is your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, roll away.
26.
Hits.
And 24. 2 hits.
Okay, hit, yep.
4 and so 12 damage.
12 damage. As you shoot out your first Eldritch Blast, it rips through and just it sloughs down Maribel, just leaving this ichor on you.
I have reduced its magical ability, so now it can no longer hold its form.
Or maybe it's disguising itself as your friend.
That's true. You'd never be too sure.
I mean, you have that second shot. It just took the first one.
And I'm literally not allowed to shoot objects with it. Quirk of the spell, Eldritch Blast cannot target objects.
Interesting. I was unaware of that fact.
It says it targets a creature, and therefore
it's goofy. It's how you
There
check
we go.
It's how you check for mimics. If you can shoot anything in a room with Eldritch Blast, it's a mimic. Because it only targets creatures. Everything else is an invalid target. It does no damage.
If we ever come upon that issue, I'll go ahead and let you try rules lore it then, but I gotta tell you, it's not looking good.
No, it's super silly.
Okay, so you've destroyed the other boneless.
Good work.
Good job.
I'll use shape water. Grab
So
some
you bought all the books, you mean it.
water. Shove it, all the nasty stuff out, and wash up.
It still has a wee bit of a funk to it, but you are not covered with skin gook
Yeah. So,
or gunk or whatever.
so
Where's your cleaning setup?
Just don't worry about it.
I'm concerned.
Don't worry.
I'm emotionally distraught by this. Okay, I'm over it.
so were those something that I think would be natural down here, or are they abominations that someone would set as a trap?
You can do a
Knowledge nature?
Hold it up. See what it looks like.
I mean, yeah, you can examine it.
Yeah.
D4. It's like, what you got? Whatever. Here, have some fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's not helping you much.
Yeah.
You are unsure.
Weird ass sewer monsters.
Yeah. You're unsure as to whether or not that's a natural thing.
I mean,
It was alive,
I'm
it
going to
died.
go with probably not natural, being a amorphous blob of flesh and sinew.
But slimes are a natural thing.
Aren't slimes like all monstrosities?
It's not
They're
a slime.
oozes.
Or is that what they are? They're oozes. They're their own thing. You know what? I'm gonna
This is
stand
probably
by that
undead.
these aren't natural. They're gooey and look gross.
Okay, you can make that assumption.
Yep.
Excellent.
I do.
You do. Excellent.
Although, admittedly, there are some sea creatures that we would say the same about, but...
It is just a sea cucumber. Okay, so as you guys continue on,
Yeah.
you are out of combat. You have succeeded. There was
Alright.
just the two that you wrecked with a fireball.
You go around the corner and you
Well,
find
one of
another
them
5
obviously
dead
did
ones.
save.
One of them rolled a natural 20 to save. So yeah, he only took half damage.
And I didn't feel like using spells yet. I feel there's more combat to come.
I've only got 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we take a 1 hour power nap, I can get them both back.
Yeah.
So as you guys continue along your path, takes you about another hour and a half, and you get to what you think is probably exit close to the bar that has been described.
So this
To the Balanced Blades bar.
3:30.
So we're just underneath the sewer, or
You're in the sewer currently where you think is pretty close to the Balanced Blades bar.
okay. Then I guess that's gonna suck. A investigation check to search for secret entrances into what would be their basement from down here.
Okay. You can do investigation for secret tunnel.
I search for secret doors.
Yes. Do ahead to do a secret door check.
Mm-hmm.
You're not an elf, are you? They automatically find them.
What did it
So-
show we're playing?
Apparently a combination of couple systems? I don't know.
Can Austin help me look?
He can, if he chooses to.
Well,
I'm
that is the
checking
question.
I'm checking the manhole cover.
Okay. So you're up there checking the manhole cover and you're looking for doors.
I was going to say, are you smarter than me? I have +1.
Well, the bigger point is why try to figure out where we are down here when we can just take a peek above ground and go.
Okay. You go up there and just open it, or are you checking it?
I'm looking to see if it's locked or whatever.
Okay.
Because they were all locked when we got
So
closer.
you're investigating the manhole cover.
Like, if I must...
I mean, you can shake it, but
Austin
that makes
investigates the manhole.
noise. Yeah. You're investigating your manhole, so you can go ahead and do your search for secret doors.
Not bad on my end. 18. And
9.
Just looking at it, you can't really tell if it's locked. You can give it a shake if you'd like.
Yes, I try to open it if I can't see an obvious thing holding it down.
It appears to be locked, but you can't seem to find a proper keyhole.
I
or
like
how.
the assumption that it's locked from above now, since you came down assuming it was locked from below.
Possibly.
it never was an open thing. It's just a solid grate put into the concrete.
Yeah, it looks like they still...
Your investigation, you did see hinges.
Well, at least you know
When
that
you were up
theoretically...
top, there are hinges up top. You saw it. So yeah, you look around and you've been through a lot of sewers, and you notice that there's definitely some kind of movement down here,
Mhm.
but you can't seem to find a secret door, per se. You do notice that there's definitely like tracks of people moving down here. It's cleaner than you would expect it to be.
Announce that you're looking for non-secret doors.
I'm not that pedantic. There's the obvious door that you ignore like a weirdo. But yeah, you don't see any latches, hatches, doors, toggles, or anything of that nature.
Okay, can I make a survival check to check for tracks to see where... if there's a clear set of tracks leading to any certain areas down here, or just stuff like that?
I'd say that was kind of covered in your survival check, your investigation check.
Okay.
So I'm not going to let you double up on the same information, per se. Yeah, so...
Keep a lookout. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I'll take my time and cast Detect Magic for 10
Okay, so you
minutes.
take your 10 minutes. What do you do during that 10 minutes?
Hover.
Okay. Just
You keep a lookout.
I mean, obviously.
okay. So you take your
If I must say, me and Tony both keep a lookout.
so you take your 10 minutes. You do your bits, and then your eyes flash with divine light and go back to normal as your vision allows you to see magical light, the world of the arcane and magic in general.
Mhm.
Okay, so you look around.
Yeah.
Doesn't really seem to be any magic here. Like for this city, it is a little strange, but Sewers are relatively magic-free from what you've seen. There isn't a lot of... this isn't exactly the processing center, and this isn't the sewage. This is just storm.
Yeah, storm drains. So, no magic down here. Other stuff. Have I seen any rats or anything like that?
I mean, you've seen a couple. Are you going to go and track down a rat?
If there's one nearby, I would ritual to speak with animals, but if there aren't any, like, right here, no.
You can go ahead and do a perception check to see if you can find a rat.
8 plus 8, so 26.
Yeah, you find a rat. There's a rat down here. A little bit gray, kind of a little bit of gray in the brown fur. Looks a little bit older, bit chunky.
I'll actually, just to make sure it doesn't run, I'll cast Speak with Animals and say, do the two-legged tall ones come down here, and where do they go? I will give you food.
You mean humans and people in general?
This rat is super, super intelligent.
Listen, I'm like 3, you fuck. Don't talk to me like I'm a goddamn pup.
I like this rat. Adopt this rat. Get rid of what's Huxley. Get rid of him. Get the rat.
He just like lays on his back, kind of lounging, and starts rubbing his stomach. Goes, yeah. I mean, what kind of food we talking here?
It's the rat Beetlejuice. The rat's Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I pull out some trail rations, like, some good hardtack and stuff.
Fucking kidding me?
Look, I will bring more food down if
you got like some dried fruit or something. I'm an old man. You understand?
I go through all of my stuff, like all the sweetest stuff that would be in trail rations, like raisins and shit.
You find like a chunk of dried apricot, and that's what we're talking about. All right. So, what do you want to know?
It's like I know there should be a secret door or some way they get into this building from down here. I'm looking for that.
I mean,
do any of these walls open that you know of? Or
not that I don't live here, man. I just
yeah,
I don't just sit here, stare at doors, wait for bunnies to come by and give me dried fruit. This isn't exactly prime panhandling location.
He's so happy.
I mean, you're here. He just kind of like looks around, kind of roly-poly-esque. I don't see one, boss. You want me to look more?
Yeah, or if you know any other rats around here and they know, that would be great too.
I mean, I got some grandkids, but I literally don't care where they are.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll chat with the rat until this spell wears off, I guess.
He's really trying really hard to get you to be like, you got like some sunflower seeds or like honeycomb in there.
I'm just feeding him like anything.
He's just like sitting there like turning into the chunkiest boy.
Yeah.
Where he eats like 2 big pieces of apricot, a piece of honeycomb, and like 10 sunflower seeds. You notice that they're just like starting to swirl up in his cheeks. He goes, yeah, I'm real full.
Good. Yeah, so you don't see people down here usually? Or you're just not in this area?
Spell wore off.
Mm-hmm.
Learn anything useful?
Nothing. Besides, he's a panhandling rat. That was surprisingly smart. And drove a hard bargain for 0 information.
You look at him like, he got hustled by a rat.
Of course she does. She gets hustled by everyone.
I feel like that's a new low, though.
It's like, I thought about killing the rat just because temp HP on kill, but I already have max temp HP, so...
What is your passive perceptions?
18.
18.
Probably 12?
You had a +2 before, so yeah.
As you're
12.
As you're turning around and walking away, you feel something trying to crawl into your bag.
Reach around, pull out. Is it that same rat?
It's the same rat. It's just looking at you like, what?
You know what? You can come along. You'll have to do more missions. I talked to the rat as if it could still understand me. He seems smart enough to do it.
He's just sitting there like trying to be cute, like rubbing his head on you. Like, you're clearly my favorite. Come on, man.
I've seen cats do this. It must be awesome.
You'll have to work for your food. I'll let the rat come along.
It like crawls into your bag.
You have no more rats.
So, yeah, if the house your door, we have failed to find it. How about we just go in invisible through the front door?
I mean, sure. That's always an option.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
So we backtrack to the sewer grate and come back
Okay,
up.
so it takes you about another hour and a half, 2 hours, because you now are not going to take any wrong turns, so it takes you a little bit less time.
Is that far back?
Yeah, you guys traveled about 3 hours through the sewers.
How strong are you?
+12. Or +1.
Good enough. I'm taking a nap on your back. Wake me when we get there. I need to realign my chakras.
So, I am currently carrying a rat, a bat, and
And a fairy.
yes.
Hey, you're almost a Disney princess.
Exactly.
Your fairy godmother's a bit of a dick, but you're almost a Disney princess.
Yeah, I've seen that movie. The fairy godmother is a bit of a dick.
As you're just rusting up there, if we come across more skin things, I am throwing you at them.
That's fine. I can fly.
Alright, so we're going over to Dr. Richter as you arrive at the library. What you looking for there, boss?
First, is there signs or anything on the door that would explain the process before I go ask someone?
No.
I will A-space the badger before I go inside. And then pull onto the door.
It's a push door. No, it's a pull. You get it. Fire codes and whatnot. Yeah. So you go inside. There, you walk in, and it seems like a relatively grand space with like marble flooring, white marble floors going up to a black marble kind of reception style desk, and behind it is sitting looks like just the oldest woman you've ever seen. You who are familiar with like skin grafts and putting bodies together are unsure how this body hasn't fallen apart like old chicken bones.
Take a few steps in and just kind of look around sort of the lobby. First up, again, are there signs before I bother?
There's a reception. There's a sign that says like receptionist, basically. Yes, can I help you? What a handsome young man you are.
Thank you. What is required to be able to gather knowledge from this building?
You'd like to register?
I'm wondering what the process involves.
Oh, well, you have to. And you see as she turns.
Is there anyone else in this room?
No. Walks over and goes, and it's like opens up a file, comes out and goes, you have to fill this out for your library card. If you're a student, comes with your tuition. If, however, you're not, you just have to pay a yearly renewal fee.
How much would that be?
5 gold.
Interesting.
And that gives you unlimited borrowing of books from the library.
Yes. What's the form here?
You just have
And grab her hand, she'll touch.
to... Okay, roll for the decrepit old lady.
Wait, isn't Chill Touch a range attack?
No, but it's...
No, yeah, it's a ranged spell attack.
I'm fine with flavoring
it
it.
conjures this hand that walks up and smacks you.
No. Fine, I'm grabbing the papers as the hand reaches under the papers. Whatever.
You goose her.
Here, ranged spell attack.
But more specifically, is she actually undead? It has extra effects if she is.
Natural 20 for 27.
So you crit the damage. That hasn't changed yet.
So 9 necrotic damage. Can't regain hit points at the start of my next turn. If it is an undead target, it has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of the next turn.
So as she comes to go, you just need to sign. The hand of death comes over, and she just...
You remember, you're 5th level. Damage dice increase. There you go.
Another 16 damage on that.
She had like 2 hit points. So as you do that, you watch like she drank from the wrong cup in Indiana Jones and just like curls in on herself like the mummy, just mummifying and falls over behind the desk.
Tragic way to go.
Thought you looked like you were on death's door. Any sign for like a stack to fill out library cards?
They're like a thing right in front of you, the forms that you have to fill out.
Like of the actual card that I would then have?
You can search through her desk. She can't stop you.
Okay.
Being the super dead she is.
Eyes from beyond the grave.
Pull open a drawer.
Oh, drawer.
I don't know what you think, but...
No, we're going to let that one pass.
Alright.
I'm just going to go ahead and let that go. Okay, you pull the drawer and it too is dusty. So you open up, it's a investigation check on the desk to find the cards.
$10.
Okay, you look through there and you do find a blank card. You pull it out. You go to write on it and the ink doesn't seem to take. Do you look at the card?
I mean, I'll see if it has anything.
Okay, you notice that there's a spot that says place thumb here.
Oh, that's easy.
So you put your thumb on
Her
there.
thumb.
Her thumb. Okay. And then there's a start date for when her library card has started.
Sure, there's another one.
Yep.
Do the same.
Yep, there you go. Hey, you saved 5 gold though.
Really, I think I was doing her a favor.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure her cat will thank you. I mean, it's got starved to death. She obviously had no family.
No, if she's there, you can eat her.
Well, the
She's
cat's
in
at
the
home.
library, so you could
What
take
kind
her.
of crazy cat lady doesn't bring her cat to work?
Kind that works in the library?
Cats go to libraries. You need a mouser to keep them out of the books.
Also, how many library cards are there?
There's like 20.
20 library cards.
Magical library cards. Blank.
Yeah.
Make sure you do the unused ones. And one registered to you for a year.
Yep.
With this start date.
Close the drawer. figuring out it's not been that long. Maybe she stabilized. I'll give a cure wounds a try.
Well, she had 2 health, and you dealt 16 plus.
I didn't say it was gonna work. I said I was gonna do what I could.
Okay. You go up and try to you pull through your knowledge of arcane.
Cure wounds.
Yeah, kind of showing, and your knowledge of the arcane, your knowledge of how the body should work.
Mm-hmm.
You pull out, and your magic gathers around you, and put your hands on her as you're anointing her with your oil or whatever it is. And yeah, it doesn't seem to affect her.
Pity.
I tried.
Did they use the Dewey Decimal System? I never got to ask.
Just wander off into the library.
You walk in and you notice that there is a large card catalog for the Daniel Decimal System.
Daniel, that's of course. Daniel.
Because that upstart Dewey tried to steal it from him, but he got it back. It's his.
Okay.
Good old Daniel.
Um,
And then
really at this point, I am trying to more assess the library for what kinds of opportunities for learning I have.
it's a university library. The university is a relatively diverse school, so there's agriculture, there's brewing, alchemy, healing.
Is there access to any degree of spells?
Oh, if you look through there is arcane, but it is more esoteric. It's more of like what you would learn for your
Theory.
knowledge arcane. It's more theory, less actual spells and scrolls. It does go over the descriptions of spells and effects.
Mm-hmm. But no wizard up my wizard.
Yeah, there isn't any like spell scrolls or wizard grimoires that you could necessarily get your hands on.
But could give you an idea for spells you want to go find.
Yeah, it does have like any kind of research.
So
and
could
things
the
like
rule
that.
books for that.
There's the standard book of spells grade 1 that is just a list of cantrips.
I'm going to add those.
Yeah. If you were at that point in your education, you could probably add them from this book, but otherwise...
Stand back. I look back towards the lobby. Everything's still as it was.
I mean, you've only been in here
Few minutes.
maybe 10, 15 minutes total.
Mhm.
When you walked in, murdered an old lady, and then looked through the catalog, as it were. There seems to be a large equine area as well.
Oh, that makes sense. I go cast Animate Dead.
Nice.
Also,
Okay.
And I have the zombie continue its job.
Because it doesn't bring her back. This is a completely new creature that is an undead zombie in her body.
So,
But I don't imagine the look is going to be all that much different.
No, like more than you did over 10
it's all
times the
necrotic.
amount of health she had in damage. So she looks like a dried corpse.
That's what she looked like when I got here, I promise.
She looked like, in the Mummy before he starts regaining body,
Mhm.
just that beginning corpse, but
Good. So she looks the same as when I arrived.
moderately less gooey.
They're basically the same.
Yeah, basically the same.
So yeah, just
Yep. Continue to do the job.
For one whole day.
and then there's just a loose zombie.
That's more fun.
Also, I'd like to say I imagine when you said there's an equine area in the library, just an area where horses can be in this library.
No, that is not at all what happens.
No, it's where the horses go to read.
Yeah.
What if the horses want to read?
Where does your horse work out?
And then I go to the magic system and just read a bit on necromancy theory,
Okay.
like sitting at the desk.
So you're there for about another half hour when you just hear a very loud, high-pitched screaming and someone running away. And then about 5 to 10 minutes later, you hear the choo-choo-choo-choo of guards coming in.
Okay.
And the zombie lady is just like...
I imagine I can't really even see it. I'm probably far enough into the library that I'm just
Yeah.
hearing things in the distance.
Yeah, and you told her to continue her job,
Yep.
which the zombie doesn't have a concept of.
But well, I told her to continue her job. Continue to monitor this desk and help
Yeah.
people as able.
She's just sitting there.
Yeah, good enough.
That's perfect.
Okay, so you hear footsteps as they begin to spread out, and a guard member comes up to you and says, "Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to have known what happened out front, have you?"
There was a scream not long ago, but I was in the middle of a book.
Pretty sure that was the young miss. So, can I see your library card?
Certainly.
As he looks at it, he goes, "So you got this today.
I did.
Was..."
Old woman?
Yes.
Yeah. 5 gold and got a library card.
Okay. I'm going to need you to stay here. Hey, Jake! And another guard comes over and goes, "Can you keep an eye on Mr.
Ludwig.
Doctor?
No worries. Can I keep
Ludwig."
reading while you're doing whatever?
Oh, yes, absolutely. He takes your library card and leaves.
Mhm.
And he comes back and goes, "You didn't fill out any of the paperwork. And
She asked some questions and she was filling it out.
there's no paperwork filled out."
Oh.
Yeah, well,
She needs me to... She seemed out of it.
I mean, I'm going to need a deception check from you at this point.
Oh, I figured you would have needed one a while ago.
Before you roll, what were your day at least?
Bad.
Yeah. Well, use that on them.
Not that bad.
Well, we're short another member, and the one who can raise members.
5.
So we're going to have to need you to... We're going to have to search you.
Certainly.
He goes and starts searching through you and all of your supplies.
Okay. I bet I know what's suspicious.
Yeah, the library cards. The 20 library cards you took. As they search through all of your stuff, they do come up with it like, "We're going to need you to come with us."
Okay. Is there a process for checking out a book?
There is, but not for you. You're under arrest. For
I feel like that's a bit much.
theft and suspicion of murder and, unless you have a license, necromancy.
Oh, I was going to work on it. Put the book down.
So you are chained, deprived.
How many guards do I think are here?
You've seen
2.
You've seen 2. There,
But I'd heard...
you heard more than that. You can do I'll let you do a belated perception check to see if you can source out the numbers just from sound.
Well, that's a natural 20. I'm getting 20s and 2s today.
There's 7 of them.
Fireball right in the middle of the library.
I think I have a fireball.
You didn't
Boom!
take those spells.
But as they're arranging things, I'm going to try and find a spot to invisibility myself.
they have you in hand.
Well, at this point,
they're holding on to you. Like they're grabbing you and arresting you at this point.
Okay, so there's not a point from there where they're telling me they want me to come with them, and I'm asking about checking out a book.
You said checking out the book. They took the book from you, and they're literally grabbing you.
These guards got no chill. They're getting physical.
So if you're not trying to, if you're resisting, I have to roll an attack roll on you to grapple you. Or if you're going with them, I don't. So, are you going with them, or are you?
I'm deciding.
Okay.
You could resist and use support on their grapple.
They're not that bad. They're a 10 and an 8 is my importance.
Why would you go out and do crazy stuff without,
I didn't do crazy stuff. I killed the dead lady. He handed me a dead lady. I feel like
just very old.
Yeah.
You could have killed her, then left, and come back another day.
Literally
Versus
just loitering around the crime scene.
Yeah.
I don't see where I did a crime.
It's a good point. Innocence, gotta go clean insanity.
They have searched you and emptied your pockets at this point. So there's a lot of.
I don't feel like they've emptied my pockets at this point, because essentially they were searching me, and so they got. I mean, obviously the library cards are some of the first thing that are there because they're the things that's right on.
Yes, but they're actively taking things away from you. At the point where you're under arrest, they would have removed as much as they could have. So I'm going to need you to, whatever spell you decide on, it's just do you still have the component roll?
Okay, well then that makes me think. Do I have the components for invisibility?
You can roll for it.
What do I roll?
You're going to roll a d20, and we're going to give it a 50-50.
I got a 13.
Yeah, you still have the components.
Okay, so invisibility, I try to pull away, which I'm sure is some sort of strength
did you
based thing.
Resist their grapple, or did they grab you?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull away. Yeah.
Okay.
Resisting arrest.
Yes. So what is that?
It would be strength.
Strength.
Score. Are you changing their roll before you roll? Are you portenting them, or do I roll?
I am not portenting me.
Okay.
So I am rolling.
Yeah, I know, but they're going to roll at the same time.
Okay.
I mean, you're both rolling at the same time. So before you roll,
I feel like I just have to do it before I know what their result is.
Yes. Okay. That's
So
fair.
yeah. So I got a 15. I am going to give them an 8 and hope that their bonus isn't that much better. So 15 on me.
Okay. You managed to pull out of their grip.
Pull out of their grip. And invisible, and I work to flee and stealth away.
Okay.
Just sitting there going, well, he's definitely guilty.
Yes.
As the invisible guy gets away.
So you're going invisible directly in front of them and then moving
Working
out of...
yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably not like a straight line to the door, probably going through some stacks.
They still get... The other one gets to attempt to grab you. So...
So wait, so he's rolling another dice versus the same contested thing?
No, he's attacking you. He's trying to grab the person who just disappeared.
He is at disadvantage.
Yeah. He is at disadvantage. I did roll, but do you want to change what I rolled before?
No.
Okay. I rolled 2 19s.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that beats
Yes.
you. Okay.
No, literally the die I have to give him would have beaten. So.
Okay. Well, that would make sense. Okay, so you have been grabbed by the other guard. So yeah, you're currently grappled.
Okay. I want to not be.
Okay, that would be a strength check.
Or acrobatics.
Strength or acrobatics, that's true.
Okay, well that's one better. 8.
As you go to pull away, somehow he got tangled up in his own feet and fell.
That sounds like you rolled a 1.
It did.
Book it, Dano.
You're still invisible.
Invisible,
You
trying to
are-
get away. Somewhat speed, but also more stealth, because I don't want to make loud noises and let them know where I'm at.
Okay, then I'm going to need a stealth check from you.
Juicy.
It's probably
Libraries are terrible. Natural 20.
Okay. As you
20s and 2s. 20s and
20s and 2s, yes!
as you go out there, you manage to get that book.
I'd rather get any excess possessions of mine that I missed.
Or at least
Well,
the
I mean,
library
they-
card with
Yeah,
your
with
name.
my name on it. If I can get the library card with my name on it.
Well, I mean, they've taken your bag.
Okay.
And so you...
My pouch?
Okay, you don't take your bag of holding with you?
Not for normal things, no.
Okay.
Because it has a lot of incriminating stuff. Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
that's probably in the upstairs room.
Okay, so they have, like, all of your pouches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have a few things secreted about your person, but yeah, are you going to try and swipe the library card?
If I feel confident that I can, but I mean,
Well,
if I feel like my 20, if that's what it would let me get, and I would just get rid of pouches and I have to buy all my tools and stuff.
it's not these two guards who have it.
Okay.
So as you're making your way out with that 20, you definitely clock where the library card is, and there is a guard there. So you can try to abscond with it however you feel. Because currently there's a yelling distraction going on whilst the guards are rushing.
How close to the door is it at that point?
It's about 25 feet.
Okay. Then I will try it. I'll
Okay.
be on the side of the guard. If I can try it from the side of the guard towards the door where I feel like I could then
Right.
make a break for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a sleight of hand, and I'm going to give you advantage on it.
Okay. Sleight of hand. That is more dex. 12.
12.
Probably be opposed to his perception.
Yeah.
Well, you can give him 10.
Yeah. It would.
Do I feel like... What do I feel like? I'll give him a 10. Whatever.
Okay. As he goes to leave, all of a sudden he notices the card disappear. Goes, "Hey! He stole the card! He's leaving!" Can't see you yet.
And I am working to... Is the door closed?
The door is closed.
I work to get close to the door, off to the side a little bit. You know, it's a grand room. There's open there. I'm trying
Yeah,
to give
it's-
myself some wiggle room, but I'm not opening the door that they know I'm walking out.
Okay. The guard screams that we need to bar the doors and not let them escape as
He
he's
screams
turned
that?
invisible. Yes.
And they're still moving towards it.
Yeah.
Then I give up on my plan and I open the door and I go out.
Okay. So the guards
Damn,
are
call my
charging
bluff.
after you, but with that stuff,
And I go out and I try and like go like right around and I let them run past.
Okay. They start running past and start spreading out into the streets around it.
Okay. And did all 7 of them leave?
Yeah.
Then I clock if any of them were carrying my stuff.
Wait, no. All 7 would have left.
No.
There
Okay.
are 5
Well
of them
then,
left. Yeah.
then I will work on making my way out. Invisibility is up to an hour, so
Okay.
I'm not too rushed about it.
Okay, so you carefully and quietly make your way out of the area. You have spent some time in this place
Yep.
before, so it's... we're going to do a... You can either try to stealth through the main streets that you know, or you can try a survival check to make your way out through ways that you don't know that we're trying to avoid any notice of the guards.
I guess I will survival. That is better than stealth. For a total of 6.
Okay, you try to make your way out of the area and walk through and bump into a guard accidentally. Like
How am I bumping into somebody?
because as you're trying to walk through the back streets, you literally walk through and like are about to walk out of an alley into, like, move across the street into another one,
And I don't look.
You bump into a guard. Still invisible. He's a little confused.
Move away.
Okay.
With less worry about getting out soon, add some more time, move away from him, adjust my situation again.
And he does not roll high enough to see you.
Okay. If I need to...
So yeah, it takes you...
If I need to spend another spell slot to invisible again, I can, so...
Okay, you would have to get fully out of university and get most of the way back home. Okay, so as you're ducking through, dodging through different streets, you manage to make your way out, library card in hand, and go ahead and roll 2d6. 4 and a 6.
10.
Okay, you lose your 4th spell and your 6th spell. Any components that they have, you don't have any of them, so you need to restock before they are available.
Is that the extent of what I've lost with it?
That you've noticed.
Okay, well...
You're missing your...
Let's see, things that I would have on me, I would have alchemist supplies and leather workers' tools would both be on me. Let's see, the clothes I'm wearing.
You probably would have lost your alchemist supplies and your leather working tools while they were searching you.
And then I would have my money would be on me. Probably 90% of it.
They did not take your money.
Okay.
That's something they tend to process at the jail.
Also means hiding criminal stuff.
So I am also. I would also
They will
tucked in amongst those. I would have other things. I would lose my my hat pin, half copper piece, sapient creature tooth, toothless comb of wood and silver would all be gone because those would be tucked in amongst the things as trinkets. No, that would probably be at base. I would have at least one of my bedroom keys. That's more hair. That would probably be at base. No, I'd probably have the keys in with the gold, so...
Both of them?
Well, the one that I have with me.
I mean,
I would have the second one.
I mean, they do search through your gold for any foreign objects.
Okay. I mean, they're keys.
They probably wouldn't have taken your keys.
Okay. And then the broken arrow and the arrow shaft.
They don't have
what
like modern police have with like a million little bags to put all of your possessions in immediately. They tend to.
But yeah, so amongst probably my toolkits would be random stuff that I have picked up from people because I've been doing that. Because that's probably where I feel like that's where I would just.
Okay, I think that's like more than fair.
Yeah.
All the stuff that you did. Okay.
And so I will now. If they left me my gold, once I get back into our district, I'll stop by like the stores that I know there to try and find leatherworking tools and alchemist supplies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want me to look up the prices just as is, you can hand me the player's handbook, or you can look up and give me.
Have a tablet. Alchemist supplies are 50 gold, and leatherworking is under L.
L.
What? You're shaking your head.
Nothing.
5 gold.
Nick's distracting me. How dare you? Yeah, 5 gold. Just so you know, alchemist supplies are heavy to be carrying in a pouch.
I probably officially don't have all of them. I probably have the stuff to make what I do, like what I prep in the morning back at the base. But I'll just buy the whole thing again for whatever. I'm sure parts of it are things that probably should... Yeah, they should probably have to be occasionally replenished anyways, so whatever. But yeah, I have enough of them for my little kit of what I'm using as a focus. Because I'm using a tool set as a focus, so I have enough of it to focus spells, as that's the main one I use for that.
Okay.
But you don't have an entire tall amulet just in your pouch.
No.
What, you steal them from the Mages Guild, and then you sell them back to the Mages Guild.
Go back to my room. Berries are stupid.
Yeah, how many zones away is the university?
I mean, it's
Unknown?
2 hours away.
Oh, okay, so
2.5, 3 hours somewhere there.
Half the distance to the wharf?
yeah, so ways away.
Yeah.
You probably won't be dealing with it for another couple levels, at least.
Mm.
Okay. Well, that was funny.
I disagree.
Just a little.
That was high stress and raised my heart rate.
just a little whoopsie.
Well, that's why you don't hang around the scene of crimes.
What crime?
Just be you as a player know your character's like, no, she was already
you can
dead.
always ask Steve.
And some people would consider that like assault
Officially
or
speaking,
something.
I was supposed to get permission to raise the body as a zombie. I was trying to help the university by maintaining the staff.
That's an
I
argument
was
you
really
coulda
being
had.
nice.
You
Had you
fisted her to death with coal. Okay, so what's Mother June doing? You're like, okay, I'm going to find an old lady. Like, no!
Was the zombie still, like, there alive when I was walking out?
Yeah, I was just sitting at the desk.
Doing its job?
As far as it knows.
Good.
It feels emotionally fulfilled.
Good.
Now that whatever church part of the day is done and over with, I'll go and check at the Red Horse just to see if anything's going on or if anybody needs anything.
Barkeep would like you if you played an evening. You haven't done that in a while.
It's like, sure, I could do that.
Like, your rooms aren't dependent on it anymore, but if you feel like playing, you have a decent crowd.
Yeah, it's like, ask the innkeeper, and it's like, do you know anything about the quarry?
I know that it is currently being run by some knight, and that's I mean, it's being run by a knight, and it's I don't really. I mean, you gotta be a wizard to get a job out there nowadays. Stone's certainly gotten more expensive since they took over.
So, you think, have you heard the name Baileymont?
No.
I'm wondering if it's the same fella who has a vested interest in the slums district.
That sounds like something you should ask him.
Alright. So the knight runs the quarry, and stuff's gotten more expensive since the mage has taken over. Sure, I'll do that. I'll go ahead and play music for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just do a regular roll. $16.
Total?
Yep.
Alright, you put forth what, for a lot of people who haven't heard you sing or play before, sounds perfectly good. Those who have heard you before recognize you phoning it in.
It's like
Was that a 4?
5.
Okay, so that's how you spend your evening. You have carried this little fairy and rat and bat for the requisite time. You're now at the exit that you came in from. You did get your short rest in.
Nice. Energy's realigned.
You say energy is realigned, just drop you.
Hovering place.
Go ahead and do a dex check. Let's see how fast you can hover while birds are dropping. This is like a low altitude cat drop.
9.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's fast enough to get your wings out there. You were close though. You kind of like had to pull your legs up a little bit so you didn't touch.
Counts.
It just counts. Go
like,
back up full.
Listen, according to the rules of floor is lava, didn't touch the floor. So.
That's right.
Wander back to the bar.
Okay. So you're back up there. It's about 3 when you got there. So it's about 5:30 in the evening.
Just find someplace to be invisible and go in.
Invisible is what? 1 hour? Yeah, 1 hour. That's plenty of time.
And I believe you can hit both of us.
You target one additional creature for each slot above second. That's 2.
Mm-hmm. So we leave the rat and the bat, unless they're invisible.
Or you just
if they're in
stuff it
bags.
The rat and the bat are different creatures. They do not get invisibility with you.
No, you just stuff them in your clothes. Then they're invisible.
Are they invisible or are they hovering?
It is a possession. They're not hovering.
Okay. If they're invisible with us, fine. If not, leave them.
Well, if they get out, they stop being invisible.
Yeah, the second they're no longer in your possession, they're no longer invisible.
Okay.
It's the bat.
He's get him!
Okay. So, I take it you find a dark corner in which to do this in?
Presumably.
I just want to offer some warnings about this kind of behavior.
Unfortunately, you're not there. You're currently running from the guard.
I keep an eye out and don't walk into anybody while invisible.
Okay.
I use my awesome passive perception and survival not to walk into people.
Okay. I'd say you help Mary, but seeing how Mary flies, you don't. You just make your way through. Okay. So you make your way to the bar.
Making your way.
And as you go in, it is relatively busy. Like it's starting to pick up, business-wise. So you do have to kind of duck, dodge, and dive through them.
Yeah, just hug the walls, stay tiny, use my size to advantage.
Yes, you're small, you're flying, so you can...
We can't see each other.
Yes, you can't see each other. So, now that you're both in the bar, where are you going?
Back room. We talked about this on the way.
Yeah, that's back.
No, he was sleeping. Then you dropped
That
him.
wasn't
That was the last session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's a back room with stairs in the basement.
Okay, there's several doors. Which one do you try first?
Or any of them
The one that I pointed out.
Yeah.
I gave you the door.
Do I remember which door the doctor very specifically told me was the right one?
Probably. I just didn't remember that he did that because it's...
Remember the copper piece scouted it, and then I waited there an absurd amount of time to tell.
I forgot that Mary and you actually had a conversation.
Yes,
Yeah.
I waited there an absurd amount of time to be able to tell what's going on.
Yeah, that's when you switch disguises.
Okay. So, yes, you're there.
Do I have eyes on that door?
You don't know exactly which door other than a back room door. You can't see Mary.
I was going to say we would have talked about that when we were walking up from the sewers back here invisible. Which door do we take?
If you would have asked, I would have given you a vague answer about it's on the back wall. But I probably wouldn't have been very specific.
And there's like 3 doors back there. I take the one to the furthest right. Like, that's off in the corner.
Okay. So you're at the closest to the left one. You're at the furthest right.
I'm waiting to see, because all the doors are closed, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting to see one of them mysteriously opens. If one of them opens with nobody opening it, I go through that door, because that's where she is.
Okay.
I'm waiting for someone to open the door naturally, then I'll sneak in.
Okay.
Like past them.
Then I'm doing the same thing over the basement door.
Here's what just... Okay, as you're sitting there, and time has
I'll
passed.
give it like 20 minutes.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, so your 15 minutes comes up first, and no one goes in.
Just watch and make sure no one's over there. So push open the door, let it close
It
back.
is locked.
Then I go to the next one. Try
Okay.
push open that door.
It opens.
Just like look around, peek inside real quick.
You see a door opening without anyone touching it.
Well, I move over to get ready to go in it if it opens up far enough for me to squeeze through.
It would open up far enough to squeeze through. So as you open it up and you look inside, it is a bathroom.
Well, I don't go in.
Yeah. Check the next door over.
That one is also locked.
Although at that point,
Yeah, you're
have you bumped into you? Because
I'm fine.
Flying and
Yeah.
up low to the ground.
I'm at the ceiling. As close to the ceiling as I can get. That gets you well out of the way of most regular folk.
So you can do a perception check for hearing.
6.
You do not hear the Harrigan pulling on the door that is locked.
I don't know. I think you can pick. Can you pick locks while invisible?
You can, yes.
Yeah, it's all object interaction stuff.
Yeah, that is not an attack or casting a spell.
Yeah, attack or cast spell, yeah. There you go. Pretty straightforward. Then for like another 5 minutes I go and try
Yeah.
get...
So yeah, you have 5 minutes of sitting there staring.
Yeah, it's like.
So you have two locked doors and one bathroom.
Mhm. Well,
They
what-
don't lock the bathroom. Those saints. You're not buying, you can't go in.
There's a relatively steady stream of people coming in and out of the bathroom nowadays. Right about now.
Yeah. Well, stay out of the way of that. Is there a door we see that goes into like the kitchen, or?
Yeah, it's behind the bar.
Oh,
There's another doorway behind the bar, but it's not behind a door.
oh, okay. There's just a doorway. Gotcha.
Yeah. An entranceway. There's a hole that is there by design, whatever
Yes.
you would call that.
So yeah. Wait
So
another
you're,
5.
You're about 20 minutes. You're about 30 minutes in because it took you about 10 minutes invisible getting there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, we'll try and pick a lock.
Do I need a perception check to hear him picking the lock, or I hear that?
You're
click
relatively close.
and have
And
18.
all of a sudden the bottom lands on you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just really hard. It's really important you don't move. I promise you it's super important.
As I just said,
As I think it really loudly in her general direction.
as I just reach up, adjust him he's on my shoulder so he can reach the doorknob and pick the lock better.
You're now
Fine,
have to
but-
like stoop a little bit because the stupid bunny. I mean,
What a jerk. Yeah, these tools, dexterity bonus, 15.
yeah, doesn't quite release.
Well, I'm probably never going to make it then.
And as you do it, it does. If you can try again, but you know that each failure makes it a little harder, and after 3 failures, you break a lockpick, and the lock is jammed. So you can try again, but each time it does get harder, and you have the potential of breaking the lock.
Yep. Guy's like, nah, I didn't get it on the first try. I'm probably doomed. We'll give it one more. Yeah, it wasn't higher.
Okay. So you hear like scraping and fiddling with the lock,
Hey, you know what? Bam. I jammed that lock.
and then your lockpick broke. You do need to put like some money into your kit
no.
eventually.
Yeah, no, I just, now I get away from the door.
back door.
Was there a back door? I spotted a back door.
There was a shape like a secret door that you didn't know how to open.
Yeah. That's true.
So you just whisper back door to me?
Well, I look around. Did anybody notice the noise I made, or is it a bustly area that didn't notice the clicky-clicking?
It's a bustly area. It's a bar. It's relatively loud. The noise went unnoticed.
Alright, well, alley door it is. Just leave. Just to give it the business.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming she can hear me.
Yeah, you're literally on my shoulders. If you say alley door it is, we'll go to the alley.
Yeah, you can whisper to her. It's pretty loud in here. You can whisper in her head.
Giant ears.
Yeah, you're literally sitting straddled around his head. You can just be like,
Grab the invisible ear.
Okay.
Go around back.
So, do you continue to ride the bunny?
Why would I get up?
We're connected now. We can easier communicate.
It is harder for you to sneak around with a fairy butt on your neck, so I'm going to go ahead and just ask for a straight dex check.
Come on, 20s and 2s. 10. Oh. So 11.
Okay, you managed to bump into a few people, and Mary
Watch the
almost
hands.
gets knocked off, and someone got cut because they accidentally, they were gesticulating and
Just
they
stabbed
themselves on Mary's horn.
That's what they get.
But it's not an attack.
Yep.
It was just an accident. So
If anything, that's them attacking you.
Yeah.
you maintain invisibility.
I'm in fact more invisible now.
So
Drip of blood.
So you wander outside, yes.
and head around back. Look at this wall.
Yep. You point out the
Yeah, right out here.
There's a discolored portion. So if you want to investigate for secret door,
Yeah.
D4. Or no, I don't want a D4. That would cast a spell. That'd cancel my invisibility. You're on your own.
yeah, but you do get advantage because he pointed it. Oh wait, he can't point it out. He's invisible.
Well, you can
You can
point
help.
by ear. It's like
yeah,
there.
This is like a targeting turret, right?
Okay, I'll give you advantage.
Well, at least
Your advantage did nothing.
yeah.
At least it wasn't disadvantage because that would have been really funny.
So,
Well, that's
12.
a wall. Smack, smack, smack.
Yeah.
You can't quite seem to find it.
This place is an impenetrable fortress of solitude.
Yeah,
Doors, am I right?
I get that.
Buy a bomb.
I get that feeling sometimes.
It's like So it was that left door, right? I can just turn into a bug and go under the door.
Can you?
Yes.
Is it that big? Small?
It's like, well, I was at the door earlier. Could a bug fit under that door?
I mean, can you turn into something smaller than tiny?
Yeah.
And yeah, you can probably fit underneath it.
I mean,
Does
the
it-
copper could fit under, so
Yeah. It's not like a big gap, but it's like, a standard door gap. You're like a cricket or whatever, you could probably get underneath it. Or a spider.
I can't get that small.
Yeah.
I can get to tiny.
I mean, officially speaking, tiny is the smallest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can get to like 1/8 of my size.
Yeah.
Enlarge, reduce.
Yeah, which is different. Yeah.
Which 1/8 is still like your.
I'm inches tall at that point,
Because
right?
in 5th
I mean,
edition,
you're-
a badger
you're
is
2
tiny and a spider is tiny.
Halved in all dimensions.
Okay, so you're 2 feet tall?
Yeah.
So yeah, you could drop down to a foot, but you still would not be small enough to
Squeeze under
shimmy
the
your
door.
way through.
Shipping my way. Nope, I've got no teleports or nothing. I've got fireball.
You know, when you have a hammer, all of your problems start looking like nails.
Well, that's true. No, can I? Because there's a gap under the door.
There is.
Can I see on the other side of the door if I get down at the doors at the gap?
Not really well. You can do a
I
perception.
don't need to. Well, I just have to be able to see that there's space over there.
There's space.
Misty step cancels my invisibility, but I'm on the other side of a door. What do I care?
Yeah.
You are now visible and on the other side of the door.
Well,
It's not
we would've
concentration. It doesn't cancel the concentration. It just cancels invisibility on himself.
Okay, then yeah, you're still invisible.
I mean, as soon as you cast a spell, you won't be though.
Yes, but shapeshifting is not a spell.
That's true.
I'll be a spider.
Okay.
Neath the door. Get up on him.
Even if you're a visible spider.
Yeah.
Do you have... Do spiders have...
Stealth?
Tremor sense,
Climb?
probably.
Yeah.
I have it in front of me. What do you... They have spider climb, if that's...
And +4 stealth.
30-foot dark vision.
Yeah, you have dark vision then.
Web sense.
Spell. So yeah, 20-foot movement, 20-foot climb.
Yep. So,
Neato.
30-foot dark vision. Okay. So you and your spider buddy are now in the tunnel. Your invisible spider buddy.
Is this a two-way? Is the door two-way locked? Or would I be able to unlock it?
It is locked with a key.
So I wouldn't be able to get it from this side.
No. Well, first of all, the lock's jammed.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Can't unlock it anyways.
I'm going to replace a whole bunch of supplies that cost technically maybe even silver's worth of money.
Mm-hmm.
I wedge that door. Just wait for some. Just kind of lean over and like as soon as I think I hear enough noise, punk, hitting into the gap.
I guess it would technically be a stealth check for timing, but I'm gonna do a stealth check with disadvantage because you're hitting something with a fucking hammer.
Yeah, well, I'm just pounding that in there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a mallet. It's a wooden mallet. It's not metal on metal.
It's wood on metal on wood.
Yeah.
And the wood that you're hitting is a door.
Yeah, I expect it to make some noise. It's true. Maybe I shouldn't risk it.
Yeah, the lock's already jammed.
That's
They
true.
can't
It's already
open it.
jammed. I'll leave it for now.
Okay. So
It's like,
you're
if
just
you had
like
a
you're
can-
sitting there holding a stake in one, a pit in one hand and a mallet in the other, just going, "Oh, you're lucky I'm in a hurry."
Maybe.
So you're in a like pitch black hallway,
Nito burrito.
stairway. Sorry.
Light a candle.
Okay. So you pull out a
God,
candle.
using all my crappy adventure supplies.
Pull it out, light a candle. You have a candle.
Dim light for like 10 feet.
Hey, it's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Helps with my dark vision.
It's good enough. We go down. Let Tony out. Just to like keep a noise up here at the top.
Oh yeah, there's a rat on the other side of the door.
Oh, that's true. You left him behind.
If-
Or no, I guess.
You know what? You left him behind in a bar full of people that are dropping food. You're fine.
Yeah, the rat's on the other side of the door because when you shape change, it doesn't take other living creatures into your body, no matter how possessive you are of them.
Yeah.
I'm
really possessive.
If I, having shape changed before, I would have known that, and I would have let him off at, in the back alley and said, "Well,
Yeah, but you don't remember that.
yeah."
The rat's
It's fine. It's in the
Okay.
bar. Then yes, I leave Tony at the top so he can make noise if somebody comes down.
Alright, so you have Tony on guard duty.
Yep. And then I go down the stairs looking for, I guess, a dungeon.
Okay, you go downstairs and there's open space that leads off into like closed doors. Like it's open on one side, so you walk in and there's like walls, exterior walls, and then like a arrangement of doors in front of you.
I'm guessing all these doors are locked, probably.
You can go up and try them.
Just give them all a little jiggle.
Yeah, they're all locked.
It's like on your shoulder, I'll tap on you twice and go underneath the door. It's like, well, first I tap on you. Do you say anything?
I don't speak spider. Or I don't speak anything, you're fucking invisible.
Yes, but it's me. I told you I was going to change into a spider, and then you felt my invisible ass crawl on
You
you.
probably didn't.
It's a
It's a
spider.
It's
I mean,
pretty-
you could do a perception check to see if you feel the spider.
As I touch your face.
Well, I guess if it's delivered, yeah, I don't speak spider.
For the record, you do have a bite attack.
Mm-hmm.
You just be like, ooh.
You can poison them.
Just, I don't speak spider. God damn it, that...
It's like, what do you want?
You know what? I just whack him as hard as I can with my foot to become invisible. Then I'll go under the door and, raise one leg, go under the door, then come back after seeing what's under there.
Roll an attack roll. And you don't get it. You get a bite. That's your option for attack.
I'm sure you can make an unarmed attack.
I just want to poison Vic.
What's a spider's attack bonus?
Get the +4.
+4
Hey,
to
that's
bite.
good enough.
Yeah.
That hits me.
You take 1 damage. Do a con save.
Oh no, not my temp HP.
You roll a Constitution save. You do it right now.
My temp HP. You know this is just gonna get that rat killed. I got an 18.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
You don't get poisoned.
Yeah, but now my temp HP is not full anymore.
Well, there's a spider.
I could, yeah, I don't know. Would that count as a kill?
no.
No, it doesn't.
Does it count as a kill enough that my patron will give me temp HP for it?
No, you're testing your patron's patience anyways.
He's literally here doing his patron's work. So, I'll. Is there a gap underneath this door to go underneath?
Yes, there's a gap big enough for a wee spider to get under.
Go in there with my dark vision of 30 feet. Look, what's in there?
That one appears to be empty. Which one?
Like,
So
starting from the left wall or whatever.
Okay, so the first, there's 4 doors. The first one on the left.
Yeah.
You go in, that one is empty.
Come back out, move over to the second door, go under, look.
There appears to be a humanoid creature.
Can I see if it's a knife here? Does it have the
I'm
pointy ears?
sorry, I don't recognize your racial slurs.
Does it have the pointy ears?
It appears to be lying on a bed. You can't see it from the floor.
Climb up the wall, look down.
I mean, it's got pointy ears.
Okay. I'll climb down. I'll check the other 2 first, but...
Okay. You go into the next one.
Mhm.
There is an occupant.
What kind of race or size or shape?
You can climb up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It is another elf.
Ah. Then I'll check the third one.
That one is an ogre.
Ah. We'll leave
Just like crouched, just like trying to fit in this room.
that.
Not really fitting very well.
Well, I'll climb back out, I'll point up at you, and I'll point to this door and that door.
They're locked.
Just raise up. It's like, you have more lock-picking tools. You don't only have one rake.
Or do I only have one rake?
I like to live dangerously.
You're just Skyrimming wrong.
Yeah, you only keep one lockpick. You never need more, right?
Snap. Oh, no!
Well, I can light candles. I can prestidigitation. I used all my spell slots though. Do I have enough thieves' tools to continue attempting to pick locks?
You can attempt to pick locks at disadvantage until you replace your thieves' tools.
Hooray!
Uh,
Let's see, that's that farthest left door. Fail.
hold on, before you go again, gonna just come back as people and do enhanced ability. It's like being a spider won't help us on the way out, since we're breaking 2 people out. So
12?
On the farthest left?
Yeah,
No.
that's a double fail. Alright, we'll go to the middle door. Get a 17.
Middle door opens.
yeah, the
Nino
2.
burrito.
Yeah, after I turn back to people, the 2 middle doors have elves.
Nino burrito.
Yes, so you like went on the left door, it's like he just went with those 2.
Close enough.
Do you know which elf you're looking for?
No.
Well,
Okay, so that door
The manliest
opens and there's a male elf lying down in there.
You know,
have you heard the good word?
Hey, bro, you want to get out of here?
It wakes up and just goes, what?
It's enough. Why is it waking up?
Or just, yeah, I suppose.
Gets
it-
up. No.
Gets
If
up.
it's stuck in a cell that time, it would lay down and do whatever. It's
Yeah,
from pure boredom.
absolutely.
Yeah, so it wakes up and goes, okay.
Yeah, just sign here.
No.
You can stay in the cell.
He walks past you.
Yeah, good luck, homie.
Go on to the next door?
Yep, well, let's go over to the ogre's door.
Well, not the ogre, the other elf.
Was 14 good enough?
No.
Alright, well, round 2. What about 21?
21 makes it.
Hey, ogre man, you want to get out?
Again, not
Why
the
are you
ogre,
doing?
the other elf.
Why'd you skip the other elf?
There's
There's
four.
two elves.
2 elves.
4 doors, 2 elves.
One's empty. 1 ogre, 2 elves.
Was the first left door the empty one?
Yes.
Oh! I thought I already botched the other elf.
No.
Already botched the other-
you botched the door that was empty. I was like, hey, it's these 2 doors.
Well, whatever, fine. The ogre. Does he want to get out?
Yeah.
You.
We're busting out. You want to come?
You.
Alright, that's good, man.
Ask
Well-
him if he wants to sign up.
You just sign here.
Ooh.
Yeah, just make a mark there. Give him a little pen.
I am ready. Shit.
Very impressive.
Jake Vanderbilt.
Just got to keep your records case, you know.
Okay. Why do I feel bad?
Don't worry, that'll pass. It's probably just from being stuck in this tiny room.
Makes sense.
You're wicked. And that's coming from me. Do you realize the things I've done today?
Murdered a little old lady who was just probably doing a job in retirement for something to do during
She
the
just
day.
liked doing it.
I'm sorry. I blame Bob for the way that he
I
described the
totally
character and the voice he gave her. It was Bob's fault.
I don't have.
Perfectly willing to accept that blame.
I can cast spells because I'm not invisible anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have no more spell slots.
But I have guidance.
Yes, you do have that.
I have guidance. I can give myself D4s.
Mhm.
Those can help. Whatever. 21. Nailed it on the first try.
The middle door?
Yeah.
The last one? Okay, you open it up.
Yep.
There's another elf in there.
Hey, bro, we're getting out. You ready?
Yeah.
Just sign here.
No.
Ah.
He picks it up and starts reading it and goes, "This is a bullshit contract."
Hey, man, it's the same one I got. Lying. Definitely lying. 22.
You're a dumbass.
Contracts are tricky.
It's a good contract.
He looks at you and just goes, "Listen, I appreciate you getting me out, but I don't acknowledge that I actually owe you anything."
That's fine.
Technically, what were your orders from your patron? Just get this guy free, or something about
It was
elf?
pretty vague about it.
Yeah.
You were supposed to get him free and then tell him that he was freed because of your patron.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes.
Then do I guess I have both? Do we have both elves now? Because I'm guessing the other one's stuck at the door that's locked.
The other one seems to have disappeared when you weren't paying attention.
Oh, well, I guess he must have used the secret door that we didn't know about. He didn't go up the stairs, though, because Tony would have seen him. So it must be down here somewhere. Unless he just straight up has teleport, in which case, why did he use it? Nah, it had to be something else silly.
Hey,
So-
other elf.
Tony starts screeching super loudly.
Yeah.
Oh, right, psychic. You just get a message that there's someone here.
Look through his eyes. Is it an elf?
Can't
Sonic.
see anyone through his
Oh,
eyes.
I can see his senses, though.
Yeah. So there's a shape there.
Alright. I'm like, the door's locked. I jammed it.
We're gonna have the ogre deal with that.
You hear a loud boom, like this loud knocking noise.
You can
Well-
also just yell that your patron helped him, and
Yeah.
that fulfills your thing.
Well, Steve's the one to let you out. You owe him.
The Dreadlord Steve, the guy who's standing next to you, says.
I mean, he sent me to save one of you.
I think it was me.
Nice. Want to sign the contract?
No. That's a terrible deal. I can read. What kind of idiot would sign this? Did you really expect me to give up my fertility rights?
Hey, I can read. I just cannot comprehend.
Just get one of these. That one over there.
Oh, you dumb bunny.
I didn't sign that contract.
There was a very loud knocking noise as the other elf cast a spell to unlock the jammed door.
Okay, let's head up.
Well, come on, big
which
man. We
we
gotta
will
go quick.
deal with next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out Jade Gaming Presents the Observatory. Thank you for joining us. And come back and join us next time to see how they get out of this precarious situation. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.